Well, good morning. Good morning. This is Coffee with Carol, and I want to talk about better, bigger, bolder, and just having more of everything, right? There's this perceived power in having things, a perceived power in having a really nice car or a really big house or just looking really, really great, right? There's this perceived power. There's this seduction, if you will, of success. And I think we have to ask ourselves, do we get really excited about having wealth? Or are we more excited about being able to serve God with our wealth? I struggle personally with a fear of not having enough. And I don't know where it comes from. And I don't really care where it comes from. I know that I struggle with that fear. And that I am fighting on a continual basis. I'm in a battle for contentment. I am always trying to be content with what I have. And I'm fighting for that contentment to say, God, I am so thankful for what I have. But there's this piece of me that wants a little more. It wants a bigger house. It wants a better car. It wants some nicer clothes. It wants to travel. There's this piece of me that just wants more. And so there's that fight. I think that we have to look at where the fight is taking place. Is the fight taking place spiritually, or is the fight taking place in our physical world? What are we really drawn to? And what is our motivation in being drawn to that? Job 36:11 says, listen and serve him, and then you will complete your days in prosperity and your years in pleasantness. I seek that. That's what I seek. That's what I'm fighting for. That kind of contentment, that contentment of a peace and pleasantness in everything that I do. I don't want to be striving for the next thing. I want to be peaceful in everything that I have. That's the contentment that I seek. And sometimes I think to myself, well, what I believe I need, is it what God says I need? Am I making the right choices? Am I doing the right things with my money? Am I wasting money, or am I doing what he would call me to do? Like, let's be clear. I color my hair. I'm at that age where my roots are gray. And I don't really like the way that looks. And so I get my hair colored. And I'm very motivated to get that hair colored. I really don't like to go out with my roots showing. And I have root color up, and I have, these products that I use for the in-between stages, because I really don't like the way it looks. But what is my motivation for this? Am I focused on getting the approval of man, or am I looking for a way to impress someone with my looks? No, that's not it at all. I'm feeling more refreshed, more confident, more vibrant when I have that done. And quite honestly, the main reason why I don't really like having my roots showing is it's a distraction from my message. Anything that distracts from the message you want to project is a problem. And that's really my main motivation, because I know that if I had halfway down here gray and the rest of it was colored, you might be more distracted by what was going on with my hair. If I wore crazy, outrageous makeup, you might be distracted by that. If I wore clothes that were very, very tight and didn't fit me well or didn't accentuate any of my positive things, that might be a distraction. If I didn't smell very good, you might be distracted by that, and you might miss the message. So God is more interested in your heart than he is in your outward appearance. But there are certain things that we need to be doing, certain things that we need to be showing outwardly so that we can project the right image and send the right message. I don't care what kind of car you have. You could have a 1980, I don't know, Nissan Sentra. If that car is immaculate on the inside and you keep it nice, and anybody who came into that car felt, good, it smelled good and it looked good, that's good. That's what he wants us to do. So you don't have to have the most expensive car, but you need to have whatever you have, you want to keep it looking nice, right? So if your outward appearance becomes more of the focus and it replaces your focus on God, then that's where the problem lies. When we spend money on things that make us feel better or give us some confidence, that isn't a problem unless we are doing it to seek the approval of the world, seek the approval of man. Let's take, for example, one of our pastors who speaks in public, who speaks on stage. There's several of them. If they came on stage and their suit didn't fit, or they had stains all over it, or something else, you might look at the suit and think to yourself, what is going on? And it distracts you from the message that the person is trying to deliver. So someone who spends their money on a nice tailored suit and looks really sharp, you're going to be less focused on that and more focused on the message. Am I right or am I right? Now, it sometimes is just about you too, because, with this COVID thing, we all put on a few pounds, and I was not exempt from that. And I put on a pair of pants one day and said, ooh, I need to cut out some ice cream because these are not fitting me real well. I put them on and they fit, and I was able to button them. But when I did, some of my extra sort of came over the top of the pants. I don't know if you've ever had that happen, but it's not fun. And quite honestly, if I put on a shirt and put on a blazer, nobody was going to see that. Nobody's going to see that my pants kind of were tight around the middle, or that my extra was kind of flowing over a little bit. Nobody was going to see that, but I felt uncomfortable. So I took the pants off and put on a pair that were more comfortable. Sometimes we have to look at what's going to distract us from delivering the message, what's going to distract us from being our best. And so getting back to the money piece, God provides for us on those levels. He doesn't care. There is more money in God's kingdom and in God's world than you could ever think or imagine. So don't worry about whether or not you're going to have enough money for getting your hair done, or getting your new pair of pants, or getting a new car. Don't worry about all that. Just ask him before you make the decision. This is key. If you go to him and you say, God, what do you say about me getting my hair done? What do you say about me buying this car? What do you say about me buying these pants? Having this coffee, or buying this type of vitamin? What do you say? What is your opinion on this? Because when you go to him first and you seek his opinion first, you will get an answer. Now you have to be ready to obey the answer, because if he says no, you need to obey it. If you have peace in your decision, that's really a good way to know. But unrest, that's a message to you to maybe change your direction and go a different way. I've been in both situations, and sometimes I've pushed through when I knew I shouldn't. And that usually ended up badly. Think of it like this with a small child. Don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. And then they do it, and then they get hurt, and you go, I told you not to do it. God says, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. If we push through and we do it, we might get hurt. We might get burned. We might have an issue, right? Are you trying to fill a void, or are you really seeking to do something that is going to be of benefit to others? You know, does your thirst for bigger, better, and bolder leave you like you were drinking seawater? Leave you with more of a thirst than being quenched? Do the things you want cause you to be restless and anxious? Or do you have peace in what you want, knowing that God will provide a way for you to have it? The world says go for more of what you want, because more is better and faster is easier, and the one with the most toys wins, right? God says, seek me in all things, ask me the silliest, most mundane questions, whether to color your hair, to buy the tailored suit, all of it, because more of me is better. My timing is perfect, and the one with the most faith will win. So you want it, and you ask for it, whatever it is. Well, make a decision to submit it to God's authority, trusting that whatever he wants is better than what we want. God does the how, you do the do, and make it a great day.